Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Hard-Gainer-Chronicles. Today we're going to discuss shoulder exercises to target all three heads of the deltoid muscle, your front, your lateral, and your rear deltoid. So we're going to start first with a warm-up set of shoulder presses. The reason the shoulder press is such a fantastic exercise is because it's one of the best ways to load your shoulders without having to use a barbell. The advantage of the dumbbell is that you get to have symmetry in your arms as opposed to a barbell where you can accentuate your weaknesses by pressing harder with one side. This exercise mostly targets the front and lateral deltoids, mostly the front just because you're going to be pushing upwards and slightly in front of you at a slight angle there. One of the best exercises for shoulder hypertrophy because it's one of the more effective ways you can load your shoulders. There's other shoulder exercises like the lateral raise, the rear deltoid fly. I'll show you those later. With these exercises, your center of gravity is extended. You're not at your strongest. With the shoulder press here, you're firmly rooted and you can properly bear the weight. You want to start with the weights on your shoulders, and then from there you want to get a good lift off. Now, when you're pushing, you want to go straight up and get full extension of your shoulder and elbows. But you don't want the weights to slam together. You're not trying to bring them in, you're trying to bring them straight up. Bring it down, bring the dumbbell down to about your ears, between your ears and your mouth area, and from there, give it a good strong push back in the air. You want to make sure you have a strong grip throughout this exercise, just because, again, you want to keep strength throughout the entire chain from your shoulder all the way to your wrist, so your forearm has to be engaged, your tricep, bicep has to be engaged, your shoulder has to be engaged, just to give yourself structural integrity with this exercise. This is one of my favorite exercises because I've been able to see continual strength and mass gains over the years that I've been exercising. That's pretty much the biggest reason. Next we have the lateral raise. So this one is very important for the lateral head of your deltoid. Although it hits all three heads while you're lifting, this one isolates the middle section and allows you to grow big round shoulders, assuming you can increase the weight over time, which you should be able to do. This exercise will give you the broad mesomorph appeal. But more importantly, it's one of the few exercises that specifically targets the lateral head of your deltoid. Most of the rest of them either mostly hit the front or mostly hit the rear. And with this one, you are literally raising your shoulders in the direction you want them to grow. So if you had to choose one shoulder exercise to do, let's say you're pressed for time, go with this one because this targets the entire deltoid muscle, whereas others fall short in doing that. We have the rear deltoid fly next. One of the few exercises that properly isolates your rear deltoid. Most of the other ones hit the front, hit the side, don't hit the back as much. This one targets just your rear deltoid. You want to make sure you have a good posture in your lower body. You want to have soft knees, flexed lower back, nice structural integrity as you do this lift. You'll feel a secondary activation in your traps. That's alright, that's how it's supposed to go. This exercise has been important for me because I do a lot of heavy shoulder press, a lot of heavy bench press, and those exercises activate your front deltoid. So I needed an exercise to balance out my shoulder. I didn't want to have it rounding at the front. I wanted to bring my chest out and have my shoulder in a good posture. You're also going to get some core stability as you are holding yourself in a plank position. It is called high plank. You're going to hold yourself at the top end of the push-up position on your hands and on your toes. Those are your two balance points. I'm going to show you two grips. First, you're going to be on your hands. Second, you're going to be on your knuckles. It's basically for comfort which one you use. The one on your hands I feel is better, but if you feel pain in your wrist at any point, using your knuckles is going to be better to keep a neutral wrist. It'll take away the pain. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for video topics, please send them my way. And until I have a better send-off, catch me if you can like the gingerbread man.